Hey there, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a very simple, very powerful one-to-one risk reward trading strategy. Now, if you've been following me for a bit, this is not anything new, but you're still going to get more chart examples, still get more stuff to study in this video with candle confirmation. For my newer folks, this strategy is called candle confirmation. It is my personal trading model that I use. Okay. A lot of people are initially turned off by one-to-one risk reward because from the time you get into this industry, most educators, gurus are telling you that you got to be trading, that you got to have bigger winners than losses, and it's complete BS. It's 100% false that you need to have, your winners to be so much bigger than your losses. Okay. In fact, this strategy is better for your psychology, and I'm going to explain that and why it is. Okay. Now, yes, everything starts off at one-to-one with this, but I do have an adaptation rule, so I do have small losses at times, but every single trade starts off at one-to-one. You guys see the results. I plug it all the time on my X with students' results. And folks that really dial in and they learn the strategy that I'm going to teach you here today, like the proof is in the pudding. Like you can see the consistent results from my students that are just consistently just racking it in, consistently making bank with this strategy. Not a holy grail. It's not a holy grail, but it works. It's a profitable strategy on a platter that I'm going to teach you here. So you can use the 1 hour and you can use the 4 hour. I'm going to go over a couple different examples with using the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Okay. We're going to go over it to you first, and we're going to go over the checklist of rules. Okay. So just to pull up the Discord real quick to show that I'm not just going in hindsight, I plug everything, every single setup with candle confirmation in my free Discord chat. This one right here is the mentorship chat, but I did plug this chart in Mike's analysis section as well in the free chat room. If you do want to link to that free chat room, and if you are serious about learning candle confirmation, you need to be in there. Okay. You 100% need to be in there because I plug it real time and I talk through the thought process real time. Okay. So if you want to get a full understanding, yeah, you need to watch these videos on the YouTube, right? But you also need to be following along in Discord, right? It's not an alert chat. That's not my intention. It's not an alert chat, but you can still get inside my head and you can see my thought process on this stuff. You can actually see it unfold real time. All right. Because a lot of these guys go in hindsight with their strategies, but they don't actually do this shit real time. They don't plug the stuff real time. That's what I do in here in the Discord. So you can actually see this stuff unfold with me as it's happening. Okay. So there's going to be a link to my free Discord in the video description below. And also, if you do want to be a part of the mentorship chat, I do several live streams every single day. I have a CC course. I have CC videos. I have several courses in here that's included with the mentorship chat, as well as one-to-ones with myself. So I can help you really get your process down, help hold you accountable, etc. Plus, daily trade reviews, etc. So if you do want to be a part of that, that's going to be opening here soon. And there's going to be a link to that, to the wait list in the video description as well. Just scroll down and you'll see the wait list link. Okay. But without further ado, let's get into the rules, shall we? Let's talk about it. Because you can see I plugged that in the chat right there. Here are the rules for the 4 hour. Okay. So write this down. Step number 1 is you need to see a strong close above a previous candle high. Okay. So here's the deal. You see how this candle right here, it had a strong close above that high right there. And my cursor is now pointing. Look at the cursor where it's pointing. That is the high of that 4 hour candle. This closed above that high. That is right there. Boom. Closed above it. You see that into 5 o'clock? That is. Okay. So that makes that a 4 hour bullish candle confirmation deal. What you're going to do next is you're going to mark this. What's that? That's going to be your PT. Every single time, the high of where you get the strong close at is going to be your PT. That is your PT. Okay. What you want to see next, this is the next thing that you want to see here. You want to see a pullback. You want to see it leave that intact, of course, because that's going to be your PT later. That is liquidity. There is liquidity above and below each and every single candle. It's very important you understand that. There's liquidity above that candle right there. And that's going to be your target later on. Now, here's the next thing you want to see for a 4 hour. This is specifically for a 4 hour. You want to see a 1 hour sell-side liquidity pool taking. What does that look like? What do I mean when I say a 1 hour sell-side liquidity pool? All that is a swing low. A swing low. What is a swing low? A swing low is whenever you have one candle with the lowest low in the middle and you have a higher low on the left, you have a higher low on the right, which I just pointed at. Let's do it again. Lowest low in the middle, higher low on the left, higher low on the right. That makes that a swing low. Okay. So remember, we have our high up here that we want to target. But what we want to see next is we want to see a pullback that take out 1 hour sell side. That's the next step. Write that down. The next step that you want to see is you want to ensure that this has pulled back. It has pulled back into a 1 hour discount. How do I establish that it has pulled back into a 1 hour discount? Well, we got to use our Fibonacci, right? And where do we anchor our Fibonacci? Our Fibonacci, we're going to anchor it from the low that grabbed a previous swing point. So for example, right here, look at my cursor. That right there grabbed this swing point. Look right there. That low right there grabbed that swing point, okay? That's why I'm using this one, because this grabbed a previous swing low. Okay, so if I have like a swing low in here that didn't do that, then it's not going to be something that I'm going to anchor my Fibonacci on, right? So I do this, I make it very systematic. Okay, I'm very systematic with how I do it, and I take it from that to that, and then look, boom. You see how that comes down below 50% of that range? Do you see that right there? Where's 50%? Right there. See that? The halfway point of where I anchored the Fibonacci on, it comes down below that. So what that means is that this has come down into a cheap marketplace. Okay? It has come down into a cheap marketplace, and it has taken 1 hour sell side in a cheap marketplace. And if you remember, that is where we had the strong close. It's very important that you understand what I'm going to tell you right here. Very, very important. So pay very close attention and write it down. And you probably heard the same. A lot of you probably heard the same before. The close tells the real story. The wicks do the damage. This is like the basis. So like because we want to run out where we had the strong close, right? The high of that candle. That's telling us that there's conviction that there is. It's giving you a clue. It's giving you a clue that, hey, we're not done. We're not done, because that is not the signature of something that is ready to be done. It's in an upswing. That's another thing about it, because I'm not sure if I mentioned that a second ago. And another thing, folks, after you get done watching this, if you're not familiar with candle confirmation, you need to watch the other video that I made on it as well. And I'll even link that video in the video description too. Watch both of these videos, watch them several times, and it's going to become very clear. But also, because I think I forgot to mention this, for a bullish candle confirmation deal, it needs to be in an upswing. Okay, it needs to be in an upswing. When I say an upswing, I mean like it's put in a swing low, for example, low slow in the middle where my cursor's moving, higher low on the left, higher low on the right, and it's curling up. It's in an upswing for a bullish CC deal. For a bearish CC deal, it of course would be in a downswing. So it has a strong close. It's in an upswing. It's showing conviction. We got a discount. We got the sell side. What's next? What's next? What we want to see next is, after that happens, is you want to see 1 minute confirmation. What is that? What do I mean when I say 1 minute confirmation? What I mean is you want to see a displacement, fair value gap, and strong close. Okay, so here's the deal. So you see like right there, you got that fair value gap in there. Look at my cursor. So you see like right there, you got that fair value gap in there. Okay. Now, full transparency, though, because unless be somebody's like, whoa, hold up, Mike, wasn't there news coming up? There was, but it's the same. This is still a nice setup, and I'm going over, like, it has the criteria. That's why I'm using it. I'll go over some other stuff that I took here in a moment, but I still want to go over this because it's a really good example for like a 4 hour CC deal. Okay. So this is because this is from Friday. We did have some news on Friday a little bit later. So it did take out the high before that, if I recall, but, yeah, but still, I wanted to make that clear too, just to be transparent. So right here, though, we get our confirmation. It's like right there, fair value gap. 1, 2, 3. 3 candles make the fair value gap. High of the first candle, low of the third candle, don't touch. There's your fair value gap. And then you get a strong close with that short-term high right there. You see that? That is where it confirms. So this is where you utilize the 1-to-1. Okay. And yes, what I'm about to do here is going to look very foreign to a lot of you. It's going to look very weird, right? It's how I do things is unconventional, but I also have unconventional results, and that's part of the deal, right? If you want unconventional results, you got to do unconventional things, because really think about it. Everybody in this industry really does shit the same fucking way. Everybody does stuff the same way, right? And I get it. Like, I know like the psychology and all that is very important, but everybody also like does technicals the same way. They put their stops at the same place, right? Everybody 2-to-1, baby. 2-to-1 is where it's at. And I'm not saying you can't make money with 2-to-1, or I'm not saying you can't make money with 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1, but like you don't see very many people doing 1-to-1 because it's frowned upon. As soon as you get into the industry, you're told that you got to have bigger winners, right? Everybody keeps their stops at the same place, above highs, below lows, right, where liquidity is. So here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do with candle confirmation, okay? You're going to get in. Once you get confirmation right there, I also need at least 10 pips. It's another thing. If I don't got 10 pips, well, then I would just wait for a deeper pullback. But we have 10 pips because that high up there is at 70, and it confirms right around like 47, 48. You see? That's 10 pips. So if you only have 10 pips to the high, which is where you had the strong close, you use your confirmation, you could literally just market into it. You could hop right into it as soon as it confirms. Hop into that thing, okay? So your target is, of course, going to be the high of the 4 candle. And your stop is just, you're just going to stretch it to 1-to-1, wherever that would be 1-to-1, because you already know what your target is. You got your confirmation, and then you would just stretch your stop to 1-to-1. In this case, in this example, of course, it didn't need it. Okay, but that's fine, because there are going to be cases where it does and where it's going to chop around, where it'll have like a little bit of a deeper push lower, and that's fine. What I really want to get across to you in this video is when you do this, what you're doing is you are putting more importance on understanding like where price is ultimately going than having the perfect entry. And I see so many traders get stuck in one place because they are too focused on the perfect entry and they are not focused on where price is just drawing to. My focus is, where is price going? Where is it drawing? And let me get on board. And then let me put my stop at a point that allows for ample wiggle room for this thing to gyrate, to do its thing, because that's what price does. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to understand where it's going. That is the point of this, okay? And also when you do this is, like every single play that I have starts at 1-to-1, like this, 1-to-1. But I will have smaller losses because I have something called an adaptation rule, okay? If you don't know what an adaptation rule is, it's whenever you have a strong close higher in the opposing direction, if it's a bear CC deal, or you have a strong close lower, a strong candle close lower in the opposing direction, if it's a bull CC deal. So whenever that happens, in those cases, I will get out and I will take a paper cut L, sometimes a small winner. And like, that's why you'll see me, like whenever I plug on like on X, I'll have some days that are like a lot, like really tiny. And it's because of adaptation rule. Okay. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, you also need to watch the video. Again, my other video, I'll link that into the video description below on my other candle confirmation video. Okay. And again, once more, you also need to be in the Discord, because I'll talk about it in Discord too. Because that's another part of the strategy. Everything starts at 1-to-1, but you'll have cases where you'll bail early. So you'll have like those small losses. But it's not like, you know, how everybody does it. Like, oh, I'm going to risk 1 to make 2 or risk 1 to make 3. You'll naturally have smaller losses by having an adaptation rule. Okay? And that's why it's like so unconventional, because I don't know anybody that does it like this. I don't know anybody in the industry that does it like this, right? But again, if you want different results, you take different actions. All right. So it's an unconventional strategy, but if you stick with it, it also grants you unconventional results. And you see that? Smooth like what? Smooth like butter. It handles it, cleans it out with ease. All right. We went over a 4-hour deal. Now I want to go over a 1-hour deal with you. All right. We talked about the criteria for the 4-hour and how you would place a stop. And then we're going to talk about a 1-hour deal. So I did hit this on Friday. And this was a 1-hour deal from London. You'll get setups in London. You'll get setups in New York. I do tend to get more in London, but you'll still get setups in New York as well if you focus on New York session. Okay. Here are the steps for a 1-hour deal. Very similar to the 4-hour. You just bump it down a time frame. Okay. Step number 1. It needs to be in an upswing, of course. It's in an upswing. Lowest low in the middle, higher low on the left, higher low on the right. And you want to see a strong close above the previous candle high. This 3 o'clock candle, it closed above the previous candle high, and that's what you want to see first, because that shows conviction. All right, it's in an upswing. It's still showing a lot of strength, and you want to run out that candle high now. Okay, that's going to be your target. You already know your target right off the jump. What are the next steps that I told you? Well, again, I know we talked about a 4-hour, but with the 1-hour, the next step would be you need to see a pullback, and you need to see it leave that high intact right there. You need to see a pullback into what? You need to see it pull back and take out 15-minute sell side, okay? So you can see you have a few levels in there, but it's fine. The first one is fine. But you also need to see what? You also do need to see a discount, right? So you got 15-minute sell side. With the 4-hour, you use 1 hour. With the 1 hour, you use 15-minute, okay? And where's our Dillon range at? We take our Fibonacci from this low Why that low? Because that low right there, that grabbed the previous swing point. See, like you got a swing point right there. That one didn't. Now compare that. Compare that. That right there, where my cursor's now pointing and moving, that one did not grab a previous swing point. You notice that? So that I'm not going to anchor my Fibonacci from that one. I'm going to anchor it from this one because this grabbed a previous swing point to get the most accurate dealing range. Okay. So you see, I need 50% anyway. So I completely understand that, you know, it's going to need to come down there. It's probably going to attack that sell side down there too. So you need to see a pullback. It leaves the high intact and it pulls back for you. You notice that? You notice how it pulls back, it attacks it in a discount. So now we have this liquidity taken and we have a discount. Okay. What's next? After you get all that taken, what do you want to see next? You want to see confirmation. And what does confirmation look like? Again, once more, it's a lower time frame shift. Okay. So we go in and we look for our lower time frame shift off the discount. So you see, like right here, I get that fair value gap, 1, 2, 3, fair value gap, and I get a strong close above a short-term high. That's right there where my cursor's pointing. You see that? That candle, it needs to close above the short-term high, the swing high on the 1 minute. And that confirms the shift. Okay? As soon as that happens, you can hop into it because you only got 10 pips. You don't need to wait for a pullback. Again, if I don't have 10 pips, then I will wait for a pullback within that range that will allow for 10 pips. And even if it comes down and takes out that low and still doesn't have 10 pips, well, then I would just wait for a new displacement to whenever to give me 10 pips. Okay, but in this case, clearly, I got 10 pips. So what can I do? I can hop in it. Here's what you're going to do next, where you apply the 1-to-1 risk reward. You're going to target the high, as always, same PT always, and you're just going to put 1-to-1 on it. Okay, again, this example too didn't have like any type of wiggle room, but sometimes it will, folks. There are times where it will, a lot of times where it will. And what this does is it protects you from that chop that you may experience a bit, the gyrations in price, right? There's 1-to-1. See? That's 1-to-1. That's how you're going to do it. Okay. And then what does it do? You know, ends up kind of gyrating, pulling back a bit, right? Because that's just what price does. It's coming down, collecting more liquidity. It's coming down, taking care of the imbalance in there. But then you can see eventually it does end up ramping up, and it does end up coming up to clean out those highs, smooth like butter, right? That's how it's done. Okay. So you always know what your PT is going to be, because it's always going to be the strong, the strong close higher, the strong close lower, depending on the bullish or bearish CC deal. And of course, like with a bearish CC deal, you would just reverse that. It's the same process. You're just using bias liquidity, of course, and you can see you got your 1-to-1 just like that. So you notice how like that's put you outside of the range because everybody stops are at the same place below these lows. You see that? Now sometimes I'll still have it below the low or above the high. It really just kind of depends on the play because not every play is the same. But a lot of the times it'll be something like this. My plays will be something like this. I'm outside of the range where everybody's stop is at. It's very unconventional. All right. But again, unconventional trading gives you unconventional results. Okay. The proof is in the pudding. As I've said, countless students now at this point are banking with this, that are having consistency with this. And I'd show it real time. I show it live. Like I do it, of course, with my live streams with my mentees. I give them a full game plan, and we talk about this stuff beforehand and actually prepare for it. But also in the free Discord chat, I mean, as well, I plug these charts beforehand, and you guys see it unfold. I'm not going in here in hindsight. I'm not going in here after the fact and saying, "Oh, look how smart I am," with no proof. I post it all the time in the free Discord. So again, you need to be in there as well. If you are serious about learning this, watch the other video that I made on it, but also get in the free Discord and follow along daily. And that's how you're really going to accelerate your learning with this. Okay, folks, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like, you subscribe to the channel, and I will keep the content coming.